even these orange-clad shows managed to avoid some people's attention. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 most underrated Nickelodeon shows.
I can't believe what I'm saying, but we don't have time for this!
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we'll be going over the TV shows, both live action and animated, that we feel don't get their due as much as some of their peers.
45 minutes to Stinky Toe launch.
Number 10, The Brothers Garcia. Live-action shows on kids' networks in general tend to be remembered less fondly than cartoons, but this is one great sitcom.
Not today, mijo.
Recounted and narrated by an adult Larry Garcia, the series followed the lives of the Garcia brothers and sister, as well as the rest of their family.
My clean floor!
The Brothers Garcia is not only a funny show whose familial focus distinguishes it from most teen sitcoms, it also broke new ground at the time of broadcast. This was one of the first English-language TV comedies to have an all-Latino cast and creators, making it an important piece of Nick history that shouldn't be forgotten.
Oh, things could have been worse. I'm just not sure how.
Welcome to our home.
Number 9, The Legend of Korra. A sequel series to the much-beloved Avatar: The Last Airbender, The Legend of Korra is often compared unfavorably to its predecessor, which is a shame because it's still quite good.
I don't have any money.
Then what good are you to me?
Following an older teen avatar, Korra, during her attempts to bring balance to the world amid a succession of enemies, the series may not have a strong narrative focus, but it does feature gorgeous animation and music, fantastic and creative fight scenes, memorable characters, and some impressive world building. The series also mines more adult subject matter than Avatar, and while that proved controversial, it is still novel to see on Nickelodeon.
There is no life. There is only darkness.
Number 8, Rocket Power. From the same creators as Rugrats, Rocket Power may not be as well known or creative as that show, but it's still a solid cartoon.
These trucks are too loose. Need to tighten them for high speed.
Rocket Power follows a group of 4 teenage friends who all share a passion for extreme sports and the occasional rebellious rule-breaking. Chock full of surprisingly funny jokes and some wicked, if dated, slang, Rocket Power might be about and targeted towards kids from regions where beach culture is common, but whether you're a Grom or a Shooby, Rocket Power may still manage to hook you in all the same.
Super Pete!
Number 7, Cat Scratch. Some cartoons just fly under most people's radar.
Champion! Champion! Yeah! Champion, baby! I am the champion!
One such case is Cat Scratch. The show follows 3 cat brothers, who don't look much like cats or brothers, who inherit a mansion and butler when their owner dies. Naturally, giving a trio of cats a ton of wealth and privilege goes about as well as you'd expect, and the brothers get into all manner of strange and mischievous antics.
Can't we go home yet?
Hey, you were the one yelling nature walk.
Silly, random, and occasionally sweet, Cat Scratch may not be the cat's meow, but you shouldn't be a scaredy cat about checking it out.
No, I can't, Black. I can't do it.
Number 6, My Life as a Teenage Robot. Life as a teenager can be confusing enough for most of us, so we can only imagine how tough it would be for a robot.
I go all the way to outer space, and all I end up saving the world from is this.
However, the creators of this show did more than imagine. My Life as a Teenage Robot follows XJ9, or Jenny, and her attempts to balance a normal human life along with saving the world.
You never let me do anything I want! Work, work, work!
The series definitely mixes comedy, action, and teenage drama in a way few other shows can manage as well. We're honestly baffled how it wasn't more popular when it was on the air.
I've got a Christmas present for you. A long overdue spanking!
Number 5, The Angry Beavers. Odd couples make for great comedy, even when they're cartoons and especially if they're brothers.
Now look, Norbert! We're supposed to be building a place to live!
Who says? Don't put me in your little box, Mr. Man.
What?
Daggett and Norbert are 2 beaver siblings who live together and who constantly get on each other's nerves, spending whole episodes finding new and hilarious ways to have outlandish and/or petty arguments, fights, and spats.
Norb!
your toe!
You don't think it's...
Stinky toe!
The duo also gets into plenty of bizarre adventures along the way, and encounters some strange people and animals. But it's the relationship between the irritable, immature Daggett and the arrogant, condescending Norbert that's the main draw for this less well-known Nicktoon.
What do you say, brother? Do we work together?
You got it, hermano!
Number 4. Real Monsters. Before Monsters, Inc. came on the scene, there was Real Monsters. Like the aforementioned Pixar film, Real Monsters follows the lives of monsters in their attempts to scare people, usually children.
Open up quick, there's a monster out here!
However, this show follows a trio of student monsters and their attempts to learn how to scare better. Although the art style and aesthetic may not be for everyone, since the show can get pretty gross and genuinely scary at times, that's part of what makes it so underrated. It ain't always pretty, but Real Monsters has a charm that's certainly unique.
Hey, that dog was scary. He had sharp teeth, a big growl, and little pink bows.
Thank you, I feel so much better now.
Number 3. Rocko's Modern Life. An animated sitcom about the life of a shy wallaby and his interactions with his friends and neighbors, Rocko's Modern Life may not be modern any longer, but it's still a fantastic show.
Hey man, keep it down. I'm trying to watch TV.
Filled with quirky characters and a ton of adult humor and satire, this show's humor is still funny, biting, and weird today.
You guys gotta help me. I don't want to be an adult. I've heard horrible stories about Bran and strange undergarments.
A lot of the staff who worked on the show went on to bring a little cartoon called SpongeBob SquarePants to life. Perhaps you've heard of it? Anyway, if you like that show, and we know you do, try checking out Rocko's Modern Life.
Oh my. Naked.
Number 2. The Secret World of Alex Mack. This sci-fi teen dramedy follows the title teenage girl after she is doused with a strange chemical which gives her a variety of superpowers. The plot of the show focuses on Alex's attempts to maintain a normal life at school and at home, while also evading the notice of the creators of the chemical that gave her these abilities.
Get out of here!
Mixing sci-fi concepts, teen drama, and comedy quite well, The Secret World of Alex Mack can sometimes feel like a forerunner to the modern superhero show. Plus, it also has some surprising cameos by actors before they were famous. Before we get to our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Hey, you okay?
Never better.
Who is it, Ginge? Do I need to rinse off and come down there?
I got it, Mom. Won't you...
Now to take you inside and turn the pages, here are your hosts, Henry and June.
A room with a moose!
Wait a minute. Did you say a room with a moose?
Bossa Nova. You know, with a car this cool, I could go to the moon.
Voice command accepted. Destination, moon.
Number 1. Cat Dog. Just as its title suggests, Cat Dog follows a conjoined pair of twins who just happen to be a cat and a dog.
You really think we can meet some pretty girls, Cat?
Hey, stick with me, dog, and I'll learn you all the tricks of the trade.
This unlikely and just plain strange setup takes the odd couple concept to a whole new level. The cartoon's bizarre nature extends beyond its premise to include its many random plots, characters, and gross-out humor.
You sleep the deep sleep, Mommy and Daddy's little favorite.
Still, while it has been criticized for juvenile content, it's still worth re-examining if you've written it off, just as long as you don't think too much about the two protagonists' digestive system.
Look, slave dog, we've been over this 1,000 times. It's the royal order of things. I'm in my place, and you are in yours.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.